and gentlemen, please throw your hands in the air for the greatest podcast on earth when it comes to music, sports, and culture. Disabled is Abled with your host, Eli and Fredy. So put your hands together if you are ready to get the show started. Let's go.
Welcome to Disabled Podcast. I am your host, Eli, my co-host, Fredy.
Yes.
Where we talk about music, culture, and sports.
Yes. Best podcast in the world.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? We display our superpowers as disabled individuals.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Shout out to Dad. You know, he's on a vacay.
Yeah.
You know, but he's still in the building.
Yeah.
So
he's in spirits.
He's in spirits. You know what I mean? Especially with these picks. You know what I mean? These picks are going.
Yeah.
They're coming in hot.
I'm excited.
Yeah, we hyped for this. So how was your week, bro?
My week was good, man. Had some family over, spent time with them, watching football.
Right.
Was watching a little bit of the media day with the NBA, and that was pretty much it.
Yeah. I mean, my weekend was cool. I saw a soccer game, so I went to Jersey.
Okay.
Saw Colombia versus Guatemala.
You said that there was a fight.
Yeah, there was the South Americans, Central Americans. We like.
That was going
you
crazy.
know, the alcohol kicks in. They start fighting. They get a little tight that they lost. You know what I mean?
Got it.
It's a little disorganized.
Right.
Like, you know, it was a lot. But the game was good. We won 4-1.
Nice.
It was a friendly match, so like it had no significance, especially since we're not going to World Cup.
Oh, got it.
It was just kind of nice to go and see the players and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, kind of cool. And it was a cool like dad,
right, son,
dad moment. You know.
I feel you.
So yeah, other than that, I've been chilling.
All right, yeah, man.
Yep.
So let's get into some NFL.
Yes.
You're listening to the sounds of Disabled is Abled podcast.
All right, so we were talking about week 3. A lot happened, a lot of upsets.
Yeah, kind of disappointing in terms of like the bet world. You know what I mean? Because you know I'm a bettor now.
All right.
So I lost every single bet on Sunday.
You better be careful.
We bet responsibly.
I feel like
bet responsibly.
I feel like a parent to you, trying to have you calm down. But let's go into the first game.
Yes.
We had the Colts versus the Colts versus the Chiefs. Colts ended up winning that game, 20-17. Matt Ryan put up 222 yards, 2 touchdowns. Patrick Mahomes put up 262, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. And the defense really made it uncomfortable for the Chiefs offense.
Yeah. It looked kind of like stagnant in the first half. Like, you know, once Travis scored, it was looking like like Chiefs might run away with it.
Right.
But then the defense like just stuck it out.
I don't know. I saw at halftime that Patrick Mahomes and the offensive coordinator had a little bit of a
that kind of concerned me a little bit.
But they've been having issues for a couple years now.
No, but it concerned me in terms of like next year. You know, I'm thinking ahead. Concerned me in terms of next year, where like he didn't leave this offseason to get a head coaching job because he's been due up.
Yeah.
So
it's been his time in the man.
I think this, you know, after the whole debacle, especially it being public, like
but it's still early. But the defense really made it difficult. Gilmore shut down Kelsey pretty much the whole. That matchup was a real problem for Kelsey in the game, and
I'm a little disappointed in Juju, man. I think he hasn't scored a touchdown yet.
Yeah. Well, mainly he's not. He's like their second or third option.
He's like their check down guy.
Right.
You know what I mean? But like you kind of expect more from him.
True. Look, it's only Steelers. We're only 3 weeks in. Maybe by week 9, week 10.
But you gotta relax. The weeks keep
flying by.
Yeah. So like week 3 is basically your week 2.
True.
Because week 1 is like their preseason.
True.
So you gotta pick it up.
And Matt Ryan did just enough to win the Colts the ball game. Yeah. I don't know offensively what's going on. When I watch them play, they look so great on paper. Like they're gonna be a real dark horse of a threat.
Yeah.
But it's not coming to fruition when you watch it.
And I don't think it's Matt's fault. I just think it's just like
chemistry.
Yeah. Okay. It's a little bit of chemistry. So like I don't feel like they have an identity. Like they do have a run guy. like and Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
But other than that, like, and then you do have Michael Pittman Jr., who's like a basically your number one.
And it might be to the point where you have your defense carrying you majority of the way. And then
I mean that's how Indy has played the last 3-4 years.
True. After Andrew Luck has left. Yes.
Yeah. So like it's just hard. I think it's time for Indy kind of just kind of go young in the quarterback. Somebody who could probably run, you know what I mean, and draft.
Mobile, okay.
Mobile, maybe that like shakes things up a bit. But as of right now, do whatever works to win. Right. I guess I don't know. And it's a big win. Like it's honestly a big win.
Yeah, against a big team,
especially after like going 1-1. Like people were doubting like Indy.
Well, no, they're now 1-1-1.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying in terms of being like not having a win.
Right. Okay.
But people were, because people had Indy high as a dark horse, like you said.
Yeah.
So maybe this puts them back on track. I don't know. It's still kind of early.
Well, we'll see. The second game, we had Dolphins versus Bills. That was 21-19. Great game. Overall, great game.
Yeah, great game. And I was a little surprised by the Bills, mainly because...
Sorry, finish your point.
Yeah, mainly because of the weather. Like, you know what I mean? A lot of people were like bringing excuses to the Bills. The weather, Diggs got a cramp.
Well, they lost Micah Hyde in secondary.
Yeah.
He's out for the season.
Yeah. They lost Micah Hyde.
That kind of messed them up a little bit. But, and that's why I picked the Dolphins. Well.
And then there was a play where, like, they were about to kick the field goal. And, like, they were about to check it down to go for a field goal.
And they couldn't get it off. Yes. Yeah. That's just bad clock management.
Like, it's just the little things. Because even with these, like, little mistakes that they made.
And once again, I don't know how Tua keeps doing it. Actually, Tua didn't have an outstanding game as, like,
no, exactly. Like, it's kind of like how I predicted. Like, if the Bills didn't make their little mistakes.
Right, they probably would have won.
They probably would have won.
Because Josh Allen did his job. He put up 400 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, like I don't know what else you want from man.
Yeah, it was not. It was honestly bad clock management. And somehow, some way.
And then they did their job against Diggs because he didn't score.
Right, he didn't get a touchdown. Miami keeps figuring out a way to win. Whether it's an explosive defense, or the explosive offense.
Listen, I'm not complaining. Miami, do you?
Now,
do you, Miami?
They are going to be under investigation for Tua concussion. But
I heard this morning that he's out of it. Cleared it. Yeah. There's no concussion. He has back problems
and
ankle problems, which I think is a little bit of cap because I saw the play, right? And it looked weird.
Yeah, right, okay.
But I don't know. I'm not sure.
But I'm not really worried about neither one of these teams. Mainly I'm not worried about the Bills after they lost this week. It kind of happens. You lose.
Yeah, and then this L early on kind of takes off the pressure of like
being undefeated.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So, I mean, for the Miami, I feel like later on in the road, if they see the Bills again, they might lose. They're gonna lose that.
Right. And we got to see if the Miami can keep this up.
Exactly.
The third game, I don't want to talk about this. We had the Ravens and the Patriots.
Yes.
Patriots lost.
I told you.
Mac threw too many interceptions.
Mark Andrews he might be better than Travis right now. In terms of time.
I'm not gonna be mad at that. I'm not gonna be mad at
the Baltimore offense.
I'm not gonna be mad at that. And like you said, Mark Andrews and Lamar's chemistry is on point.
Yeah.
And Lamar's just unstoppable. Like even Bill Belichick's defense couldn't really stop him for too long.
Yeah.
Now, my Patriots defense did a great job in the first half. It's just so.
Do you think Mac is a problem?
Yeah, because
Mac Gritty.
Mac Gritty, it's either he'll get you a massive sack and it's like you'll throw the ball away, or if he doesn't take a sack, he'll throw a pick, and it'd be a 40-yard bomb and it'd be a pick. It'd be like, bro. So ultimately, this was a game.
I think it's his just wide receiver core.
That too. Because other than Aguilar
and
Henry,
yeah,
he don't really have a lot of options.
Nobody else to throw to. And there's not like Tom. Like Tom could pick up that slack.
Right.
So,
because of how great Tom.
You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
I don't think it's Mac's fault. I think it's just the weapons around him.
Nah. Some of his interceptions were just stupid. It was
Yes,
just like,
but again, if you don't have weapons to throw it to, the other team gonna catch the ball.
True.
So I like
and
Gritty.
Sadly to announce he'll be out for a couple weeks. So
Yeah, with the back stuff, right?
Or a high ankle sprain. So
your page is done, bro.
We're in trouble. We're in trouble. I don't know how to say it. We have the Packers versus the Buccaneers. That was a close game.
This
Packers
game
win.
nasty. This game looked bad. I'm sorry. This was 1983.
Yeah, Packers won 14-12. From what I heard from my father, he was saying Tom Brady was doing his thing in the fourth quarter with 2 minutes left, marching down the field. They got a touchdown because they was down by 8 at the time. He gets a touchdown. They're at the 2-yard line and they get a false start for the 2-point conversion. So they had to go back another 5 yards. So instead of them being at 2, they went at 7. And he threw it and it got swatted and they won. And the Packers ended up winning the game. So, and I told you last week, Tom Brady's looking real shaky.
Bro, that's not Tom Brady's fault.
He's looking real shaky.
Even with the depletion of weapons the man had available, he still almost beat Green Bay by 2 points.
Valid, but he ain't looking like the great old Tom.
It don't matter. It don't matter, bro. You put Tom in the right position with 2 minutes left for him to win the game, and he gonna win the game. It don't matter if he's 45, 50 years old, 20 years old. He gonna win the game.
Aaron Rodgers.
Doubt greatness. Okay, no shade at Aaron Rodgers.
I'm just saying he ain't looking like the great old Tommy boy. And I'm
also 40. How much is he?
45.
He's 45.
45. So other than that though, Aaron Rodgers had a great game. 255, 2 touchdowns, only 1 interception.
Yeah, I don't really like their offense.
Yeah, it's a bunch of new weapons.
Not even that. Like he's relying a lot on Sammy Watkins, like kind of the veterans.
Aaron Jones.
Yeah, Jones, the running back. Like he's relying a lot on the Randall Cobb. Like he's relying a lot on the veterans, which you're supposed to do.
Right.
But he's not really giving shine to the new.
Yeah. And that's hard to do when you're a veteran quarterback and you got a bunch of newbies.
Exactly. Like I'm pretty sure when Adams first came in, he wasn't Adams.
Yeah. Devontae Adams.
You had to discover that by reps.
By reps and practice.
So at least give one of these kids a shot.
Yeah.
To prove that they could be average.
And we know Aaron is kind of a diva in terms of his perfection.
But hey, they're winning.
Yeah.
It looks like they figured something out. The defense, I think a lot of people were saying is the defense. And whatever the defense does, that's how long they're going to get.
And once again, they're in a weak division. Because the only team to me that they got to really worry about is the Vikings. Yeah. Because
the Vikings, you never know.
Right. So. And the last game we had was the Cowboys versus Giants. Cowboys won that.
Yes. Hold on, we got to clap this up. Throw the bomb for them, and I'll clap it up. Shout out, Dad. This is for you. Shout out. This game was beautiful. Only reason why it was beautiful is because I won my bet. I made over $100. You know what I mean? Beautiful.
Yeah. Now, Cooper Rush, he's 3-0 when he starts now.
Yes.
For the Cowboys.
Let's go, Rush. I'm with it.
Watching this game was hurting my eyes.
CeeDee Lamb was making me sad. It was my hair was about to go out because he kept dropping passes, and mind you, I needed him to make plays so I could win my bet. He kept dropping passes, and I started sweating. I started getting nervous.
So when he got that touchdown, you was happy.
No, not really, because I didn't need him scoring a touchdown. I needed him to get me 70 yards, which he did.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay, there's 1 quarter left. Right. He could get these 10 yards that I need.
Right.
Just throw him the ball.
Right. Okay.
But yeah. It was just to me the game was more of exposing the Giants more than Dallas.
Dallas, okay.
To me, because Daniel Jones, I don't trust you. Okay. Yeah. I don't trust you. And they had this wide receiver who's getting paid $20 million. Who's this? His name is losing me.
Is it spread?
No, Galloway.
Probably.
Galloway. I think. Don't quote me on this. Anyways, long story short, he's making $20 million. Dropped 3 passes.
Yeah.
And you dropped a 4th and
5.
You dropped the pass. And then that was crucial because if they get the first down, they have a chance to score.
Yeah.
So, you're complaining that you're not getting catches.
Right.
But you're dropping them.
Yeah, you're dropping them, yeah.
And with this head coach.
I don't like it when wide receivers be complaining, but I'm throwing you the ball. You got to catch it.
Yeah, you just catch it. Yeah. I don't matter if it's 2 throws, 1 throw, catch it.
And on my end, listen, I feel like the NFL fans should vote on the primetime games now. I get that
this game was entertaining.
No, it wasn't. It was boring.
Well, at the beginning, it was boring. I'm not gonna lie.
It was hurting my eyes. Okay, and I get that the Cowboys are American.
You know what it is, bro?
I understand.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
But us as fans, we could have picked a way better primetime game than Giants.
But listen to what I'm saying. A lot of these primetime games, you know what they're going to? Amazon. Because look at what we got next week. We got
Dolphins,
Bengals, Tua, Burrow. And we haven't seen that since college.
True.
Technically, it's a primetime game.
No. I'm just talking about if it's if it's 2 teams that we know that both suck. Why is this on TV? Why is this on TV?
Because it's on the East Coast, fam.
I could find a better East Coast game. I'm pretty sure.
Fine.
Out of 32 teams.
Fine. Okay. The point is, the game was boring in the beginning, but then it picked up. And I'm glad it picked up because I won a bet. And then Saquon looks really good. He looks really healthy.
Yeah, that big one
was insane.
Huge.
It was fire. It's just, I think the Giants defense was too tired out.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones.
Do you think the Giants can keep this up?
I don't know. It just depends.
I mean,
it depends on the schedule to me. You know what I mean? And then and they're gonna Daniel Jones. I just don't trust him.
And 2, they're gonna have to win some of those division games.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
Daniel Jones, I don't trust you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then how do you throw a pick and you're confused that you threw a pick? He looks so confused.
Okay. On that pick, I know Trump, but on that pick, it was his man fell early on.
But why do you look confused? You didn't see him fall or trip? I saw him through my TV. He fell, and you gonna throw it to him?
I think he thought it was supposed to be a pass interference, and they didn't call it. So he was like...
See, that's another thing. I've been realizing this week, a lot of people keep complaining about these pass interferences. Stop complaining.
Right.
If you're not going to get the call, it's like soccer, for example. A lot of times they fall. You're not going to get the call unless you're like Messi or Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Come on. Same with NBA. LeBron don't get the fouls he wants.
Right. Most of the time he does.
Most of the time he doesn't.
And James Harden does, but they changed the rules for him too. So.
Exactly. So I mean, stop complaining about these pass interference. Don't throw the ball anticipating pass interference unless you know for a fact.
Yeah. But
yeah.
Yeah.
You're listening to the sounds of Disabled is Abled podcast.
In NFL news, we have Myles Garrett. He got in a car accident, leaving practice. I believe this was yesterday. No broken bones and minor injuries, which is good.
It's good because a lot of people on the news in general have just been passing by car accidents recently.
So that's good for the Browns. And other news, like I said earlier, the NFL is investigating Tua for his concussion protocol against the Bills last week. So they said that he kind of usually when you're in concussion protocol, you're not supposed to come back into the game.
Right.
That's the new rule now. So once you're in the protocol, you can come back. That's weird. And they brought him back in the fourth quarter to win the game, and he won the game. So they're under the investigation. We'll see what happens with that. But like you said, he has a back injury.
That's messed up.
And an ankle injury.
Because it's just one game.
Yeah.
Damn, Dolphins out here, they trying to win regardless. But your backup is not even that bad.
Teddy Bridgewater?
Yeah.
We'll see. And let's get into week 4 predictions.
Yes. Dad already made his picks. Let's see if we can beat him. So right now, to update picks, people, week 4, we're 13-13. So Eli and I, we have 13 points.
And Dad
has 9.
Yeah.
Which from week 2, Dad had
9. You had 8. I had 6.
Yeah, I had 8. That had 6.
So I climbed
right
up.
now, Eli and I are tied for first place.
Right, and Dad is in third.
And Dad's still in third. Damn, Dad only won 1 game.
Well, yeah. Well, it was a long story, but yeah. Wow. Okay, so the first game we have Dad's favorite team, the Jets versus Steelers. Who you got?
I got the Jets. I'm sorry. Steelers, bro.
What?
Steelers, you disappoint me. Okay, I'm sad that you guys lost against the Browns. You guys cost me a point here. I don't really trust Mitchell Trubisky no more. The defense is suspect since CJ Watt's not there. I thought they were, they were obviously going to miss a beat,
right? But
because he's not there.
But not that. Yeah.
Crazy. Like, you made Jacoby Brissett look like a top 10 quarterback.
Yeah.
So I got the Jets. Bro. I'm telling you, bro.
Freddie convinced me. I'm going with I'm going with the Jets too.
I gotta go with the Jets.
I'm going with the Jets too. Thursday night we had the Dolphins versus Bengals.
Yeah, this one's hard for me. I don't know.
Do you want to go first or?
You could take first.
Okay. I'm gonna go with the Bengals, mainly just because I don't know if Tua's gonna play this game, and I don't trust Teddy Bridgewater. And it's iffy because they said it's questionable. Basically, Tua's questionable. I don't trust it. I'm going with the.
Okay, I think Bengals. So. I'm gonna go with the Dolphins, mainly because
I knew you were gonna do that because you feel bad about last week.
Yeah, I felt bad about last week.
You felt bad about last week picking the Bills.
Yeah, I felt bad about last week. And on top of this, I don't. Cincinnati's O-line, they figured it out for last week's game against the Jets, but then again, it's the Jets. And on top of that, I don't even think they got it ready. So, I think Burrow's going to get hit a lot again. Okay. And yeah, so.
Next thing we had the Vikings versus Saints. Who we got?
Let me go with the Vikings lost this week, right?
They won. They came back and won.
Okay, so I'm going to go with the Vikings. I don't really believe in the Saints no more. It's going a little bit downhill.
I'm gonna go with the Sam. I'm gonna also go with the Vikings.
Yeah.
Good comeback win last week. Bears versus Giants. I'm gonna go with the Bears.
I mean, I'm gonna go with the Giants only because.
So you're just going with the New York teams, huh?
Listen, I vote New York. Okay, if the Bets go to the World Series, I'm voting for the Bets. I'm sorry.
And the Dolphins. Okay.
Okay. So listen, my reasoning is here. I don't really know. I just know that the loss was upsetting. So the coach is gonna do his thing.
So you think they're gonna bounce back?
Yeah, I just think they're gonna bounce back from this out, and then it's Chicago.
Okay.
So
Chicago won last week.
Yeah, they did, but I don't.
Browns, Falcons, Browns. I'm going with the Browns.
Browns,
Browns. I don't even have to talk about
it. They're on fire. They playing good.
Bills, Ravens. Who you got?
I got the Bills. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, no, I'm gonna go with the Bills.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the Bills.
I knew you were gonna do that because I'm going with the opposite. I'm going with the Ravens.
But this is a really big game for tomorrow. Damn.
Yeah.
This is the game of the week.
Pretty much. I'm going with the Ravens. Okay. Commanders. Oh my God, I said that name.
Wait. Yes. Okay. Yes.
Wow, I said that name.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm gonna go with Dallas.
Commanders versus Cowboys. I'm gonna go with Dallas.
Yeah, I don't. Last game against Philly, you guys are disgusting.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Seahawks versus Lions.
Seahawks. I just told you off air. I'm kind of done picking the Lions.
But they're
so close, bro.
It's always this close. And not enough.
Like, it's just, I don't know what it is. And then
the Seahawks, I believe, won, but they looking shaky, bro.
Yeah, so let me pick the Lions again. Just because Jamal Adams is out for the season.
Okay.
So I don't really believe in that defense. So let me go with the Lions one more time.
I'm gonna go with the Lions one more time, man.
If they lose again, bro, I'm sorry.
And you might have to fire the coach, but I don't want to say
that.
No.
He's good, bro.
I like him now.
You can't let him go.
Chargers versus Texans. Chargers, you disappointed me last week against the Jaguars, but Justin Herbert is not 100%.
Yeah, he's not 100%.
I think he has some broken ribs. I'm not 100%.
I'm surprised he decided to play.
But I'm going with the Chargers because who's the quarterback for the Texans?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Exactly.
So I'm agreeing with you there. I'm going with the Chargers too.
Okay. Titans versus Colts. Y'all both need to win in this.
I'm going with the Colts. Damn, but Derrick Henry's been on fire.
I'm gonna go with Derrick Henry. That's my guy.
But no, I'm gonna still go with the Colts just because they're hot off the win against Kansas City. I think they're gonna run with that momentum a little bit.
I'm gonna go with the Titans. Okay.
And I don't like Ryan Tannehill.
Yeah, I don't blame you with that. I don't blame you with that. Jaguars versus Eagles.
Ooh, Eagles.
Eagles.
Eagles are too fire.
Yeah,
Eagles are way too fire.
No, Eagles.
Yeah.
Eagles. I had to think about it for a second. Cardinals versus Panthers.
Cardinals.
I'll take the Cardinals. I'll take the Cardinals.
I'm not believing in the Panthers. Where's McCaffrey? Is he playing?
I have no idea.
I haven't heard of him.
Yeah, me either. Patriots versus Packers. And you might be saying, why am I going against them? I don't have my quarterback.
Oh my God!
All you bandwagoners telling me I'm a bandwagoner.
Yeah,
shut up.
bandwagoner. Jeez.
Shut up. I don't have my quarterback. I know we're gonna lose. So, and I can't be losing in these bets. Okay.
Wow,
can't
that's trader vibes, bro.
It's not.
That's trader vibes.
Not trader vibes.
That is trader vibes.
Who you
I'm
thinking?
gonna go with the Packers too.
Okay.
But it's just because y'all just looking rough. Rough.
All right. We have the Broncos and the Raiders.
How do you feel about the Broncos, bro? A lot of people don't like them.
Your man Russell Wilson needs to kind of kick Sierra out the house. I'm blaming it all on Sierra.
You're wild right now.
I know Sierra.
Just tell you to say that.
Listen, I know Sierra's fire. I don't blame you. But listen, Sierra's ruining your career, Russell.
Oh my God.
Send her to a motel or a hotel and don't let her come back in the crib.
Oh my God, bro. I'm not even going to comment on this. Wow.
That being said, I'm probably going to go with the Broncos. Because the Raiders...
How can you confidently bash one of the most prettiest women ever and then just pick the team?
Because the Raiders are 0-3. They haven't won a game yet, and I don't know what's going on with them. Because on paper, they should be a dark horse team, too. I don't know what's going on with them. I'm going with the Broncos. God. But okay. Slightly.
Okay, I'm going with the Broncos, too. Just to, rub it in you.
Okay. I kind of was hoping you was going with the Raiders, taking my win.
Nah.
Chiefs, Buccaneers, Sunday Night Football. Who you got?
Ooh. I'm gonna go with the Chiefs, just because I feel like they can score more than the Bucks.
I'm also gonna go with the Chiefs. I was hoping you were gonna go with the Buccaneers, but you didn't. I'm also go with the Chiefs. Yeah. Tom Brady.
I was thinking about it because their defense is good, but
and the Buccaneers are not scoring enough points for me in the last.
That's what I'm saying. Like the points. Like the defense has to keep it close for them to win.
To even win, which is unlikely. But And Monday night we had the Rams versus 49ers fighting. Who you got?
Rams. I'm gonna go with the Rams just because the 49ers. After Jimmy going out of bounds, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Rams too.
I don't know. I can't even.
Now, to Jimmy Garoppolo's credit, is he's gonna be in game shape mode because remember he was sitting on the sidelines. He wasn't the initial starter for the first 2 weeks.
You won last week.
Still, that was just because it was the Bears against great teams like the Rams and the Broncos. He needs more preparation.
You lost by a point.
I'm just saying. I'm defending Jimmy Garoppolo. Okay.
I don't know. There's a lot of question marks for the Niners. So just for that reason, I'm gonna go with the Rams.
All right. So those are our picks for Week 4.
Yes.
And yes,
hopefully we take these W2s.
You're listening to the sounds of Disabled is Abled podcast.
NBA news. Boston Celtics coach Ime Udoka is in some hot water.
Why you saying like that?
Because based off of the reports, he had a consensual relationship.
This is probably one of the most cleanest
with one of the
cheating scandals I've ever seen in my life.
Can you let me finish the story?
I'm sorry.
Now, he had a consensual relationship with one of the staff members on Boston Celtics, and he is engaged to Nia Long. So he's suspended for the season for that. This whole thing got messy. So I know. This whole thing got messy.
Like I said, probably one of the most.
Now,
weirdest.
here's the thing. To be honest with you, he's been with Nia Long for so long. She's just a normal girl to him.
So you're condoning the cheating?
I'm not condoning cheating. I'm saying I'm removing my emotions from the situation, and I'm talking about it logically. He's been with Nia Long for so long. She is a normal girl to him. He's also been on the road for so long that he's barely at home. They don't even live together. She was about to move to Boston for him, but then the scandal came out, which means he was on his own. Guys are guys, and stuff happens. Okay? Now, is he wrong for cheating? Absolutely. But am I going to say it's Nia Long? Oh my God, how could you do that?
Yes. Yes, that's exactly what you're doing.
I should, but I'm thinking about it logically. He bagged her about it.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Now, the reason I think that they made it a season-long suspension now is because maybe the first half of their relationship, I'm talking about with the one of the staff members, was consensual at the time, and she tried to call it off, and then he started to still pursue her. And that's
this is all allegedly.
This is allegedly. Thank you. See, thank you for having me out. Thank you. Allegedly.
You know what I found funny about
because
this?
If it was a consensual, I thought about it initially. If it's a consensual affair, it shouldn't be a whole season suspension. Something in between that had to happen, between it being at one point consensual to allegedly not being somewhat consensual.
Yeah,
you know what I
know what you mean. I just think the reporting was a little weird because the initial statement just said consensual.
Right.
So when I read the report, I was like, okay, this is consensual. Mm-hmm. Why is it a season-long suspension if it's consensual?
Right.
But then I started thinking from like the organization point of view, it's like a power ranking thing.
Yeah.
Because she's so low, quote unquote, in the rankings of the Celtics compared to him, you can't really have that power dynamic.
And it's still in breach of his contract.
Yeah. And on top of this too, but I don't understand why it's public. Because it's an HR issue.
It is, but
and mainly HR issues don't get publicized.
We also had to assume allegedly that they have cameras around the facility, like cameras everywhere. They got cameras on everybody, so somebody saw something that they wasn't.
No, but I'm saying the point is like, why is this? Like, if you want to suspend him, just say he violated guidelines, and then keep that private. And then that's
But then, I mean, look, with the technology that we have today, nothing is a secret.
But at least from an organizational standpoint. You cover yourself.
Okay.
In terms of like, and on top of this too, like a lot of people are saying, well, this is last year. He kind of ruined his chances of an extension.
Right.
Yada, yada, yada. I just don't know. This cheating is weird. Mainly because of who she is and what she does.
Right.
She's the travel agent of the team.
Of the Boston, yeah.
And allegedly.
Wait, hold up. Yes, allegedly.
Allegedly.
She was the one who.
She was also
the one who was trying to
travel agent for Nia.
Oh, okay.
Which I thought was crazy.
Yeah, that is insane.
So
I was about to say that too. Yeah. So continue.
I don't really know. It's a lot of things. So I expect the Celtics to fall off a little bit?
No. They're gonna collapse.
No. I don't think they're gonna collapse that crazy. I think they're gonna go from 1 to like 6.
They're gonna, which is somewhat. You don't want to
1 to like in terms of seed. Into 1 to either 6 or 5.
That is a collapse. If you went from 2 last year all the way down to 6, that is somewhat of a collapse.
Not to me.
They'll
if you make the playoffs,
they'll still be in the playoffs, but y'all was the number 2 seed last year, and y'all fell all the way down to number 6.
That's not a crazy drop off. I'm not saying there's not gonna be a drop off. I know there is.
So how did you feel emotionally about him cheating on Nia?
I just don't think it's right. Like if you want to just end it with Nia Long,
it's also
end it.
Yeah, it's also Nia Long. So
it's Nia Long.
Yeah.
Like this is the J. Cole Nia Long.
Yeah.
Like the knee long.
I feel you.
So I don't,
So, training camp started for the NBA.
I'm not impressed. It just looks.
It kind of feels like OTAs in the
weird.
NFL.
No, it looks weird. It looks like they don't want to be there.
Yeah, they probably don't.
They don't want to be there. They don't want to talk to people. They just want to they don't even want to play right now.
Yeah, and media day kind of felt like okay, now we kind of got to get back into the swing of things.
Yeah.
So but
there was a lot of explaining to do that they didn't want to talk about. Like Kevin Durant don't want to talk about the trade rumors.
Kevin Durant had a lot of explaining to do. Boston, that whole organization had a lot of explaining to do based off of what we previously talked about.
The Lakers had to explain. Like it was just a lot of explaining.
Yeah. It's a lot of drama.
Come on, bro.
It feels
just
like
make a TV show out of it.
Yeah. It feels like a reality show.
Call HBO, be like, listen, just record stuff.
But I am excited because that means we're about 2-3 weeks away from the regular season starting.
Yeah, and I think on top of this, because a lot of teams stayed the same, it wasn't like
Yeah, the only two team members that got moved was Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert.
And Atlanta.
Atlanta be fine.
Yeah, sure.
But and in other news, the Phoenix Suns owner
is reportedly selling the team.
Yeah, he's reportedly selling the team.
Which I don't like. This is not punishment for the man.
Yeah,
he's still gonna make $1 billion.
Right.
Off of his initial investment.
Is that the same thing that happened with the Clippers owner?
Yeah, he sold it. He made money.
He still made money. Yeah.
So it's not a punishment. Like if he's like, okay, I'm gonna sell it and just still make $1 billion.
Yeah. And I think once again, this is also gonna cost
I get it.
Along with the owner selling his team and the racial and inappropriate.
And it's not just this team; it's the women team.
It's a Phoenix Mercury as well.
Yeah.
Phoenix is also gonna collapse to me internally. Not maybe on the basketball court, but I just mean mentally, like emotionally.
Yeah, and then Crowder, he's requesting a trade. So
Crowder is requesting a trade because the team was trying to move him.
Oh.
And he said that he won't be there for training camp, but he's not.
Yeah, he wasn't there with the picture.
With the picture day, the media day. And Ayton hasn't talked to Monty Williams since the second round.
But I'm telling you, if you want to talk about collapse, they ain't gonna collapse.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna collapse for them.
Yeah.
Hopefully not, but
But we'll see.
You're listening to the sounds of Disabled is Abled podcast.
MLB Action, we have Albert Pujols hit 700 home runs.
Yes.
And became the 4th MLB player to ever do that.
Yes.
Clap that up.
Yes. Shout out my guy. This is my guy, bro.
Yeah.
He knows me since I was like 5.
Yeah.
Yes. I lived through this.
That and for him to be 4th, that's still yes.
And you do it against the Dodgers.
Yeah.
Which is your old team.
And
it's just it's the Dodgers.
And I think he had a few milestones against the Angels as well.
Yeah. So, this was just big, you know what I mean? And it was a 2 home run night, he hit 699 and then you hit 700. Come on, bro. This was beautiful. And the way you're gonna end your career, people are gonna remember you for what you were so good at, which was slugging and
we get to see him in the postseason.
Right.
His team is in the hunt.
They're first in the division.
In the division? Okay.
So it's just looking right. I wouldn't even be mad if the Cardinals win the whole thing.
Oh no! Once the Yankees get bumped, I'm rooting for the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Once the Yankees get bumped, and yes, I'm Yankees. Yes, can me, bro. I don't know what's going on with y'all.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Speaking of Yankees, though, Judge is still at 60 pitchers. I'm kind of getting mad at y'all.
No, it's not pitchers, bro. It's Boston, bro. Boston did not want them to hit it on them.
But we was in Yankee Stadium.
Exactly.
I would understand that if that was Boston State. Fairway.
Fenway.
I would understand that.
But you understand, it's gonna hit more news. Hit against Boston in Yankee Stadium. Boston sucks right now. Come on.
They're playing Toronto now, I believe. Yeah. They're playing
Toronto now. They lost yesterday. He's gonna hit it. It's just a matter of fact of
does he get those next 2 home runs? Because he needs one more to tie and then one to.
Yeah, he's definitely is because the season ends October 5th, so he has.
Okay, so he has he got a week left.
He got a week. He hit 2 home runs in a week. Come on, bro. And on top of that, he's going for the Triple Crown.
I don't know.
He's going for the Triple Crown. So
your pictures are kind of pissing me off. I'm not gonna.
He's going for the You realize if he goes for the Triple Crown and beats the record, that would be insane. Like, we're probably never gonna live through this again.
Great season, but I'm saying stop pitching around him and throw it in the box, because you know he's gonna smack the home run. Just throw it.
And it's a little bit of him too. Like, he wants to do the right thing to win, which I respect. But come on, bro.
Like, he's being considerate.
Yeah.
Man, nobody want to hear all that. Smack the home run.
Yes.
Yeah, but anyway,
You're listening to the sounds of Disabled is Abled podcast.
Rihanna is
I'm
performing at Super Bowl 57?
Yes.
I think 57? Yeah.
Sorry,
yes. I lost the count. I've been watching a lot of Super Bowls, but long story short, yes.
I was gonna text you. No shade to Taylor Swift fans. I love Taylor Swift.
Oh yeah, no, we don't. I
love Taylor Swift.
I don't care about Taylor Swift.
But I don't care about Taylor. It's just not the same. Like, it don't. Taylor Swift music doesn't make me like get up and dance.
My bad. I forgot to clap that up. Clap it up for Rihanna. I prefer Taylor Swift. I mean, Rihanna over Taylor Swift.
Just for the type of like genre in terms of music, like her music, Rihanna's music more of a like, oh, let's get up, let's dance. Taylor's like, I'm gonna sit in a room and I'm gonna think about
like songwriting.
Yeah, songwriting.
Now does Rihanna kind of look like a hypocrite a little bit? Because remember a couple years ago, she said she wasn't gonna perform. Because she knew that Jay-Z was going to eventually ask her to perform. Yeah. And then she said that she wasn't for the
I don't want to say that just because we don't know what is going on behind the scenes.
Right.
Something must have changed for her to say yes.
Yes, right.
Whether that's like Jay-Z sitting her down and telling her what the initiative the NFL has done since then.
Yeah, and plus her numbers are going to go up after the Super Bowl.
I have a great prediction for you. When's the Super Bowl? February, right?
February 3rd or 4th.
All right. In the next month or 2 months, Rihanna gonna drop an album.
I heard. People would.
And this is beautiful.
Yeah. I mean, is it gonna
drop the album?
Is it gonna
get it ready for?
Is it gonna be the one that we expecting? Like
if it's not the reggae album, I don't want it.
Yeah.
Don't even drop it.
Yeah. But we'll see.
We'll see. I'm hyped for this.
But I am hyped. I'm hyped.
And it's only gonna be her, right?
I'm pretty sure she'll have some special guests pop out.
Even if she don't, I don't care. I don't care.
The Baby dropped the album last Friday.
I don't like it.
Why not? Why not? What happened?
Bro, every song is like 2 minutes. What am I listening to?
Okay.
The entire album is like 40 minutes. And it's like 20
it's 30 minutes. It's 34 minutes, which I actually like, because that's only an episode. That's like, if I was to watch like Sweet Life, like I'm just naming a TV show, but like Sweet Life with Zach and Cody, I would finish that whole album in an episode. Or All American. There we go. All American. If I was to watch
No.
Okay.
Like, I understand the concept, but like 30 minutes is too short for me.
You like an hour?
No, not an hour, but like give me at least like 40 minutes, 50 minutes. That's fine with me. 30 minutes is like, why?
Listen.
And then every song sounds the same.
I'm not even arguing about that. All I know is I like Boogeyman because he was talking about Meg. Now, I don't know if the rumors are true.
I don't think that's true, bro.
But I could also believe it being true. But I'm talking about after touring or before the touring. Was he with
Danny Lay at the time? That's when the whole scandal with them two happened.
So he cheated on her more.
I don't know. I think it's cap. I think he just said it just to make it go viral, just to put in a song, whatever.
You might be right.
Because Meg hasn't even like.
Because that's true. No, you're right. What can you tell me about the Bad Bunny?
All right, so Bad Bunny, my guy. You know, one day I meet you. One day. He reportedly has a 90-10 deal.
Okay.
Which is like, you're a distributor of my music,
right, and
I'm going to give you 10% of what I earn, and I'm going to take 90%.
Right.
Which in the music industry, you don't see that.
It's
unheard of.
Yeah.
He has that type of deal. On top of that, he gets paid reportedly $5 to $7 million every show that he's been doing over the summer.
Yeah,
and for Yankee Stadium specifically, I heard he got paid $35 million for 2 nights in Yankee Stadium.
Clap that up.
Clap that up. And he only had to give 15% of that to the team, like to Yankee Stadium.
Right.
So that's fire. That's insane. And on top of that, every concert that he's done, people get special wristbands. Like if you have like floor seats or whatever, and on the wristbands, it has a QR code. So if you scan it, it takes you to links so you could donate to Puerto Rico.
Okay.
For the hurricane
disaster
Fiona.
Right.
So like it's a good initiative.
Oh, that's what's up.
You know what I mean? So
that's what's up.
Shout out Bad Bunny for that. You know, he's doing big things. But I'm just excited what he do next. Like, what do you do next?
He's making. All I know is he's making bank.
Yes.
He's making
and he
bank
has the number one. He has the number one tour in the country.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. That's.
So we gotta go to Bad Bunny, bro. We gotta go to
definitely.
Bad Bunny. We gotta go.
And real quick. Sorry, Marvel's gonna Wakanda Forever is gonna be the longest film in the MCU.
I have higher expectations now. Like I had high expectations.
This film is gonna be 2 hours and 41 minutes.
Yeah, something like that.
Is that gonna be too long?
I have higher expectations. You can't tell me this is the longest movie,
right?
And be terrible like Eternals.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Yeah, Fredy don't really like Eternals.
I don't like it because I fell asleep. I am not gonna pay my hard-earned money to fall asleep in a movie theater. I'm sorry.
I feel you. Do you think it deserves that long timestamp?
Yes.
Or do you think they're dragging it?
No. I think it does because of the significance of the first one.
Right.
And I think the budget was a little bit bigger for this one. Than
right.
The first
then
obviously.
Right. And the significant loss that we had with Chad.
But I don't know. See, the thing is, I don't know the connection of this one. Like, what is this going to connect to? Because, like, has to be a reason. Because, like, now I'm going to go in thinking, okay, why are you this long?
Right.
Like, why? Like, I'm going to sit down and watch it and be like, okay, why is this long? Right. And, you know, for all the Marvel connoisseurs out there, they're going to pick everything. Yeah. So, are you excited for this? Like, are you? I am. I know you're not like a long.
I know I am. I just hope that they're doing it for the right reasons of making it this long, and they better just not mess it up because.
Yeah, you can't Marvel. You can't mess this up.
You're gonna hear it from
everyone,
fans and black people in general, just of how bad the sequel was. So we'll see.
This is thin water because, like, you know, there's certain sequels you just can't touch.
Yeah, true.
So,
true.
You know, I'm expecting a huge
payout.
Like a moment for Chad.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm expecting a huge, like even in the movie.
Yeah.
Like
I might cry.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hold it. And I'm not a crier. I don't like doing that. It makes me feel icky. But we'll see. I might cry. In other news, Deadpool 3 is coming out September 6th, 2024. I know it's a long wait. It's 2 years. It's a long wait. But Ryan Reynolds has convinced Hugh Jackman to come back as Wolverine. Because remember, Logan was supposed to be his last film. Yeah. He can finally convince him to come back for Wolverine.
For what though?
Well, one, they're both Canadians and they're both actual friends in real life. So.
Oh, it makes sense. But
and in the comic books, they have like worked together in certain missions. And it's fine. I mean, it's Deadpool. Deadpool can do whatever he wants. So at the end of the day,
I mean, it's true, but it's just like,
what
does this do for the movie?
Well, you'll find out. Drop a bomb to Deadpool and Black Panther.
Like I'm not opposed to it.
You asking the wrong question, bro.
After Logan, it's just like why? Like why? To make an appearance? So people go, like at least save it. Don't tell nobody. So that when we in the movie theater, we can
that's a good point.
Same with Spider-Man. When all these other Spider-Mans came out, I was like,
That's a good point.
You know, like don't vote for me. Now it's just like, I expect him to be there now.
Yeah, man. That's a good point. We're done, people. Yep. We love you. Follow us on YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram at Disabled Podcast. Yeah. And great show, bro.
Yep. We 2 for 2, bro.
We 2 for 2. And we'll see you guys next week, all right?
Peace.
Love ya.
Ladies and gentlemen, please throw your hands in the air for the greatest podcast on earth when it comes to music, sports, and culture. Disabled is Abled with your host, Eli and Fredy. So put your hands